again, what I'm saying is this will work. If you say, for example, foods and drinks, and you add these two together, this list and this list, and you print this, you will see it works fine. It creates a new list called foods and drinks, and it added all of your stuff together. But now here, if you try to use foods.extend and you add drinks, and you try to create a new list out of that, this will not work, because .extend modifies an existing list called foods, and here you're trying to say, I'm going to modify this bag, and I'm going to pretend that this is a new bag and give it a new label. But that doesn't work. Okay, so just remember, foods.extend and .append modifies the list that's here in front of the .append and .extend. It modifies this and it keeps that name. You can't assign it to a new name. Okay, it will. Right, so sorting and reversing. So here we're coming to two new, very intuitive methods that actually do not, with the first one, .reverse, obviously it's going to reverse everything that's inside of your list. And the .reverse does not require an argument, but the .sort you can either leave it as is, so no argument, in the same way that you would use reverse, or it can take 2 additional arguments, whatever you decide to use. We're going to see some examples. The .sort would arrange it in alphabetical order if it's strings, and in ascending numerical order if you're working with numbers. So here we're going to use an example from the book. We've got something called apes, which is populated with 3 apes in their scientific names. And we can print that. And then we're going to use apes.reverse. Again, remember now, you are modifying the list. So as soon as you apply .reverse to this, this list no longer looks like that. It looks different, but it's still the same list. It's like you just went into your bag and you packed whatever was at the bottom, at the top, or at, the other way around. So let's print this. And then we're going to do apes.sort, and we're going to see how that differs. But let me actually put this in a new. Okay, so this was your apes before, and if you use .reverse, it just reverses the list. Very intuitive. There's nothing really to say beyond that. The .sort method, actually, because this is strings, it's going to look at the first letter and go GHP, alphabetical order. Okay, now what I said was .sort also allows you to take 1 or 2 additional arguments. Let me do that in the next one. Okay, so it allows you to enter, and I think what I want to show you before we do this, is, remember we used the help function last time. I want to put help and list so that you can see what this looks like. I think I'll do it later on, but I'm just going to show it here since I've added this additional arguments that can be used. It's in the notes here. Sort, you may give no argument, or you can add 1 or 2 additional arguments to this. So you can see that when you look at the help function. Now, normally you can read what it does. It's a class called list. We haven't done classes yet, but and then it just gives a little description, and you can basically scroll past all of this underscore stuff, because that's basically just showing you how the class was built up. And then when you get to these ones here, you will start to notice all the methods that you can use. And we've already used .append, and it will tell you it appends an object to the end of the list. So now we're trying to use something called sort, and we're going to look for that to see how you use sort. And it will say that you can either leave it blank, or you can give 2 additional arguments. So it looks a bit different to reverse, that had nothing. The self you can ignore, that just showing that it's basically going to, in this case, if nothing says different here at the bottom, then it's just going to return whatever you gave it, in this case a list, after it applied the changes to it. It's going to give you a list reverse. So self stands for list. If this was a string, then the self would mean the string reversed. Okay, so we're going to do some exercises with that later on, how to read help pages, because I think that's very important. But I just want to slip it in here so that you guys get some exposure to it. Okay, so the dot sort, here it says that you can give it a key, and you can give it, by default on reverse is false, but you can change that to reverse is true. So let's have a look at that. Okay, so apes.sort, it sorted it in alphabetical order. If we go and we add two things to this, this is how it originally looked. Let's say, for example, we add key. Now the key can be any number of things. Let's say we want the key to be, we want it to be sorted according to the length. Okay, so from, again, smallest to largest, the size of the string or the length of the string versus the length of that versus the length of that. If we then print apes, we will see that because Homo sapiens was the smallest, it sorted it according to the length from smallest to biggest. Now you can also add another argument. Arguments are always separated by commas. If you then say reverse is true, then it's going to sort it the other way around, from the largest to the smallest. So those are just some of the things that you can do with sort. And again, you may think that this is something that you might not ever use, but believe me, you might want to. Let's say, for example, you've populated your list with a whole lot of insertions. You might want to know what the size is of your biggest insertion. Then you might want to sort it by the length, especially if that insertion is given like they usually are given in VCFs. They usually are given, for example, in the actual sequence or a number. So you definitely will use things like sort and maybe even reverse. Okay, so again, it's mutable. This list is now forever changed until you change it back. This list is now, if you print apes, it now no longer looks the way it initially looked, which was like that. It is now forever sorted according to length and in reverse order from largest to smallest. So you've mutated or edited or modified that list.